Let me tell you a story about how purpose meets longevity. This one's for you to relax and listen to during a break or before sleep. Enjoy. I met Mr. Müller when I moved into a tiny apartment below his house. He was my landlord, an 80-something-year-old man who at first glance seemed like, like a typical grumpy old man. He was always making noise, hammering, drilling, building something. At first, I found it so annoying. One day, I'd had enough. I told him I was planning to move out. Not because of the noise, but because I was planning to change my job. And that's when he invited me for a coffee. Now, let me ask you, how often do you really take time to sit down and have a conversation with a person that is much older than you? I wasn't expecting that much, but what he taught me is something I won't forget. I'll continue reading. When I walked into his house, I was stunned. His house was a technological marvel, and here's the kicker. Mr. Müller built everything himself. He designed, wired, and constructed the entire house. He even programmed his sensors, integrated AI, and more. I couldn't believe it, so I asked him, "Where did you learn all of this?" And he said, "Many people stop having a purpose when they retire, and without a purpose, they lose the will to live. Purpose is the key." That's what he said. It's what makes you wake up excited every day. Mr. Müller didn't just talk about purpose, he lived it. At over 80 years old, he was still learning to code. He was still building and improving. And he wasn't doing it for money. He was doing it because he loved it. His purpose was to learn about technology, implement it all on his own, and keep his brain active and creative. He gave me another piece of advice. It's not just about purpose. It's also about what we put into our bodies. He told me his mother had lived to almost 100 by eating whole unprocessed foods. After that day, I started seeing things differently. I realized that longevity isn't just about diet and exercise. It's also about purpose. And there's a beautiful Japanese concept that captures this perfectly, and that is IKIGAI. So let me ask you something. What's your IKIGAI? What makes you excited to wake up every day? Is it something you are already doing? Or maybe it is something you need to discover? Because here's what I've learned from Mr. Müller. It's never too late to find your purpose. It's never too late to live with curiosity and joy. Thank you for staying until this point. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm gonna be posting more videos like this